Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we are playing some more MLB The Show 17, where we're going to be doing a little bit of a sim that Miami Marlins fans probably do not want to see. You guys might want to turn it off. You might not want to see this. Probably bringing back some bad memories here, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to relive this Miguel Cabrera trade that featured Dontrelle Willis, not in MLB The Show, and I think what they get, like 6 prospects back or something, 6 players back the Miami Marlins got from Miguel Cabrera. What we're going to do is we're going to put it and see what would happen if Miami never traded away Miguel Cabrera. We're just going to slide him on over on the Marlins. I know a lot will say this is probably one of the dumbest trades in a very, very long time in the MLB was that Miguel Cabrera trade. But hey, you never know. What if those 6 players actually did turn out to be something? The thing is with the Miami Marlins, man, I've always kind of, I don't know if you want to say like supported the Miami Marlins. I always wanted to see them do good and whatnot. And it just seems like every time you look there, we're just going to give them some random, I don't know, somebody down here real low. But it seems like every time you look, they seem like they sign players, and trading's not their thing is what I'm going to get at here. They seem like they sign players and you look, oh, they signed this player. Then, you know, 3 months later, they're trading the guy away. They make a lot, including that Miguel Cabrera one, and make a lot of questionable trades in Miami Marlins do. Sometimes I'm a little bit curious why they make some of them. And you know what? I'm not the GM or the owner or anything like that, so you know what? They're doing a lot better job than I am, but I've always questioned like some of the decisions they make. It's like, oh, those are head scratchers. You Miami Marlins fans may agree with me, but we have a little bit more changing to do as well, because if you did not know, there are actually 2, I guess you can say, starting worthy. One's really good, actually, that came. There was 4 or 5 total. I can't remember the other guys. I know 2 of them that are actually playing still. One of them, Andrew Miller, was part of that trade. And I think Miami started the Andrew Miller there, had him start a few games, got injured, then they threw him in a pen. Then they traded him away for pretty much free. They traded him for some Richardson guy. And I don't think he plays in the MLB anymore. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. So they traded away Andrew Miller pretty much for free. A very, very good pitcher too, as we already all know. And we're just going to, once again, like I said, we're just, for purposes of the video, we'll just swap some guy in the 60s over. And then the other guy was Cameron Maybin, that is still playing in the majors right now, and was a very, I guess if you'd stay healthy, is a solid player. You just, the lack of staying healthy. And again, Miami traded away Cameron Maybin. So we're going to send Cameron Maybin back to the Detroit Tigers as well. And like I said, we're just kind of seeing, we're not going to go in depth. I know there's probably trades for Maybin or signs and Andrew Miller and whatnot, but we're not going to go in depth to that extent. We're just going to try and make it more of an in depth between just this trade offer in general and the guys that were still relevant in the trade. And even if you want to say like, oh, Andrew Miller was actually a pretty solid player, you know, it's like, you know, Andrew Miller, Cameron Maybin, but then you got to be like, oh yeah, Dontrelle Willis was part of that trade offer as well. It's like, man, I don't know about that one, Miami. You guys probably don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. I miss the good old Miami Marlin days when they used to have the blue fish. I don't like the new logo. A lot of people like it. I don't know what to think about it. I like the fish. I was a fish, the blue, I liked it. I was a big fan of it. I really did. I liked it a lot. I went back. Oh, we got to go over here, and we got to change the rosters. We got to update the rosters. They always make you do that in MLB The Show, and I almost always hit that save live roster, and that's when I just want to go and cry myself to sleep, like a lot, because it's disappointing if you do that, because then you have to redo what you just did. We're just going to call this Miggy, fantastic trade. Miami wishes they still had, but could you imagine? There's still a lot, like, oh yeah, I forgot I did this. I may or may not have recorded this video once, right? And my mic wasn't set up properly, and there was no voice audio. So we're going to do it again. Practice makes perfect, I guess. I think the first one was better than this one, but I was thinking, like, where would Miami be right now with Miguel Cabrera? Because you can sit here and you can look at it from multiple aspects of the game to where maybe they're bigger, but I know when they got out of that stadium deal, when they switched the whole Miami Marlins thing, that got them some more cap space salary. I wouldn't say cap space, ain't really more payroll to work with. But the thing is, maybe a guy like Miguel Cabrera is on your team, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, why is this going to be so difficult? I don't know why it always does that right away like that, but then you're thinking, what if a team like the Marlins, you know, you have more money to spend because Miguel Cabrera is there. Not only do you have more money to spend because Miguel Cabrera is there, we're going to turn on computer trading just so it goes by quicker. But not only is Miguel Cabrera there, you got to think, like, look who else they already have on his team. How big of an impact Miguel Cabrera could have had on that team over the last, what, 8-9 years? Has it been that long? I think, was it? I'm going to hurt myself with this. 08, 09, 07, it was somewhere around in there. Or you could always make the argument, well, they would have never been able to afford Miguel Cabrera. But regardless, we want to make sure this lineup's set properly. There's Miguel Cabrera. Beautiful, looking good in there. And then who are we going for? The Detroit Tigers. Make sure their pitching looks great. Andrew Miller doesn't even get a close over here. They're letting Justin Wilson do it. That's just disrespectful. And who was the other guy? Who was the other guy? Cameron Maben. Where you at, Cameron Maben? I bet you want to play for Detroit. I think you went to Detroit for a little bit. Batting leadoff. All right, there we go. Looking good. Everything's looking great and greasy and cheesy. And we're going to sim through this season. We want to see... Well, we're not going to stop right there at Chicago. That'll be a bad place. But we want to sim through this entire season, and we want to see how these teams are going to end up. Say they never traded them, and we're in 2017. We obviously can't go back and do 2016 and 2015 and 2014 and 2013 because, well, I don't have those baseball games, and that'd be difficult. But we can see what would happen this year in 2017 with the current Miami Marlins roster had they not lost Miguel Cabrera. It looks like they're having a pretty solid season to start the year here, 13-6. But what we're going to do is we'll catch you guys at the end of the season sim here. See how all these lovely Miami Marlins did. This could be close. 93 wins for them Marlins. They were turning it up, and then look what happened in September. They fell to pieces. We're losing games left and right. That's killer. Let's see if they made the playoffs or not, though. Let's look at the league, see what happened. We'll see if them Detroit Tigers made the playoffs as well. I guess it would have told us if they made the playoffs. Am I right? No, we tied for first in the division. It looks like we got the tiebreaker. We both made it. Now, I guess nobody got the division. Is that how that works out with the show? Nobody can have the division in this league. We just both clinched a playoff appearance. All right, all right, all right. That's how you guys want to do it. I expect the division, though. It says we're at the top. And you guys probably want to see how them Detroit Tigers did as well. Were they at the Central? They missed the playoffs with 85 wins. Obviously, 21 games back of the Indians, who dropped 106. It'd probably not make the playoffs, too, if the team in first place dropped 106 points. You're praying for a wild card at that point. 106 wins. That's something the Reds would do in 2 seasons. Oh, we got 1 game left. Oh, no, it's a playoff? Is it a playoff for the division? Am I missing something here? How many games do we got played? 162. All right, so we're playing... I haven't seen this before. Because usually there's some sort of tiebreaker. If there's a team's in first place, they go by what? Division record or something? What are the division records? We are division. We're better than them in a division, so that should be the tiebreaker. Or should it not? Or head-to-head? If we're tied head-to-head, go to the tiebreaker. Let's see what the wild card looks like. If this is a wild card game... Alright, it's not a wild card game. There's 2 wild card games right there. So we're just playing for... I don't get it. Let me look at this one more time. One more time. Let me make sure I got this correct. Oh, I had the wrong wild card pulled up. Alright, the Nationals made the wild card. The Reds? I'm still confused. My Reds are in the playoffs though, baby. That's what I like to see. So the Reds don't have a wild card spot apparently. This is way over my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. But there should be 5. That has to be the Reds. So alright, we're just going to play this game and shut up and find out what happens. Because I'm a little bit confused what's going on right now. Let's simulate this game. We won it. Congratulations. The Miami Marlins have finished the season at 94-69. Congratulations and won their division. Yeah, they're the only team this year to play 163 regular season games. I keep looking at that record thinking I'm wrong. It's not. It's 163. I don't quite understand what's going on here. The regular season has come to an end. My Reds better have made the playoffs, so that's all that matters here. Let me go check this out real quick. It's important. National League, Reds. That's what I like to see. Reds, Nationals. I hope they upset the Nationals. It's Dusty Baker, man. I seen him in the playoffs. Not a very good manager in the playoffs, but Brian Price don't know manage himself. We're going to sim up the week. There we go. This is a lot better than the first sim. The first sim, we got bounced in 3 games. Not to give you any spoilers, but it already happened. All right, game number 5. Here it comes. We lost. All right, so we still lost in the first round. I had to say something. We was up 2-1. Couldn't take care of business. At least we scored runs, though. At least we scored runs. I'm telling you, the first time, got swept in 3 games, legit scored 2 runs. Like I said, had some audio problems, and it's like, you know what? I guess we're just going to do this again for a good time. How'd the pitching look, though, in this final game? John Lester went out there to give up 3 runs, 3 earned. And Dan Straley? Look at Straley out here. 5 innings pitched, 1 run, 1 earned. Would you keep that pitch count down? He would have pitched longer, but it looks like we're not going anywhere for a good time. We'll finish up the World Series. Maybe, maybe, maybe. The Reds are winning the World Series, guys. Just count on it right now. I don't want to tell you what happens, but the Reds are winning the World Series. The Astros have... Nope, it's not the Reds. All right, let's see these awards real quick. See how our team did. Did we bring any hard work? Actually, you know what? We don't need no awards. We don't need no stinking awards. Let's see how the team did in general, though. Miguel Cabrera finished with a 186 average in a postseason. That's not very good. How you doing in regular season? Played 161 games. That's nice. That's nice. 339 average, 428 on base, 41 bombs, 116 RBIs. He may have brought home the MVP. So he did pretty much everything he possibly could for these Miami Marlins to get them into the playoffs. And they just couldn't pull it out against them Cubbies. It's all good, though. Cameron Maben and finished at an 83 overall. So did he downgrade a little bit? He batted 294, 42 stolen bases, 73 RBIs. He always does really, really well. He did really well last time too. And who was the other guy? Andrew Miller. How did you do, Andrew Miller? We'd like to see how you did. Did you help the team? You obviously wouldn't have helped the Marlins because you're not on him. Down to a 92. He did not take well to be getting put in that setup role. Why he's in the setup role? I guess guys just like throwing him there. 5.36 ERA. Andrew Miller, what are you doing? It's not impressive, bud. That's almost as bad as when he was first in Miami, dropping a 7.65. No wonder they traded you away. Otherwise, guys, though, we want to see if Miggy won the hardware. Did we not? All right, let's see what we got here. American League, there she is. Silver Slugger went to Miguel Cabrera. National League MVP went to Stanton. We took home all the awards. Hank Aaron, the Gold Glove. Let me see this real quick. We got to find this out. How do I switch most valuable player? Stanton, 47 bombs, 136 RBIs, and a 308 average. Jesus. I think our team scored runs. Home runs weren't a problem at Miami this year at all. Dang, did we have a good season. Too bad we couldn't have anything come about it. Nelly Cruz got the MVP in the American League. That's unfortunate that we couldn't do anything, but that is how the season would end. It looks like, you know, we'd see Dodgers v. Astros in the World Series. Did my Reds get out of the first round? They did. And, well, they did, but they didn't. They won the World Series game, or the wild card game, but then they lost to them LA Dodgers. Otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.